Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Realm of Ori. In this video, we will continue with Volume 14, Chapter 4, The Purge of the Red Lotus, Part 7. And before we start, this video contains spoilers from the Tensura Light Novel. And by the way guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get notifications for upcoming videos. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Well, that's very kind of you. I have a great partner. In terms of intelligence, I don't lose. It seems that you think you have succeeded in pulling us into a trap, so let me hear what your purpose is, shall I? How arrogant. The fact that they are not honestly admitting defeat is very similar to my brother. Can you understand, Rimuru? Purpose. Since you're confident in your intelligence, there's no need to say anything else, is there? If the intention was to annihilate us, the battle would have already been waged. Since there is a venue for talks like this, it means there is room for negotiation. Isn't the answer derived from this an attempt to bribe us? Answer: yes. Thinking in that direction is right. However, it is also possible that time was being stalled, in which case the presumption was that the intention was to defeat the individual named Veldora Tempest, and adopt it as a companion. I'm pretty good, too. Half the answers are right. Indeed, it was mentioned in Kondo's plan that Marshal Velgrynd would take Veldora into her possession. I had thought that such a thing was impossible, so I ignored it. But since there was a parallel existence, could it be that Velgrynd was heading to the labyrinth now? I couldn't let go and tried to talk to Veldora through the soul corridor. Hello, how are you? This is not the time to talk about it. Something's wrong. Sister, she came staring at me. It's still outside the labyrinth, but it's going to be attacked at this rate. Can you handle it? I'm the only one who can make an appearance. It's better than just taking the labyrinth down like this. I'll take full responsibility. I hope you can deal with Velgrynd. Can you please? Ho 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 ho? If that's the case, just leave it to me. Kuahahaha. You're in charge. I put my mind down and ended the call. Handing it over to Veldora would be reassuring. Then, too, grasped Rudra's attempt. Restart negotiations. Your purpose is to draw us in. One more point. Stall us by talking, so that we don't get involved in the fight with Veldora, right? What a delightful guy. It's fun to have you compare wits with me, but there's no time to enjoy the aftermath right now. Now that you understand that, words are good. Becoming my servant will guarantee your territory will remain untouched and give you the status of Archduke again. Rudra, if you give the title of Grand Duke to someone who is not related to you by blood, it will cause other nobles to resent it. It's okay. If he's willing to assist me, he would be of such value. I can understand that it's a very good proposal, but the answer is, no. Instead, I have a proposal. Why don't we shake hands and make peace here? I will not ask for compensation and hope to conclude a non-aggression treaty. Surely, you're not the type to dominate. I don't understand my compassion, but I'm joking. How arrogant. Rudra has already made the biggest concessions and doesn't appreciate them. I believes that humans are creatures that can understand each other. Ultimately, they will unite into a single will to create a better world. To that end, world unity by overwhelming force is indispensable. Man is a creature of free will. There is no eternal justice in the world, and everyone thinks differently, right? Not wanting to agree with that will only sow the seeds of strife. Stupid. Only the remaining thoughts are supreme and righteous. You must know that even if you cater to the whims of fools, you will not reach the ideal world. No matter who it is, there will be times to make mistakes. I don't deny it, even I would listen to the input of my ministers. What's more, it's impossible to want to respond to all the voices of the gullible people. If you do something like that, you'll bring turmoil to the world. Well, there's no point in arguing here. What is expected is your loyalty. Rimuru the Demon Lord, give up Guy and be our companion. If I defected to Rudra at this point, the scales would indeed tip. It is safe to say that it is because of this that he keeps us alive. Now that the negotiations have broken down, fighting is inevitable. As if reading my thoughts, a cold smile emerged on Velgrynd's face and she crossed her index finger gracefully. Then, an image emerged. The same principle as my Argos. In the image, the current battlefield is reflected. What's on the screen is, pouring out in front of Velgrynd, Tesstarossa, Ultima, and Carrera were the three. Surprisingly light. The trio, also known as the highest fighting force in our country, lost to just one person. That's a lie. In the image, the demoness trio stood up again. They don't seem to have lost the will to fight, but in the face of an irreversible power gap, they are forced into a bitter battle. I had to realize that they didn't last long. Even the primordial ones you were counting on are in such a state before me. Think carefully about it. You're smart enough to understand that I'm being lenient. After all, Gabble and the others, too, couldn't spare a hand to help the demoness trio. At some point, airships appeared over the battlefield, from which Imperial forces emerged one after another to join the battle. On the ground, there were also Kondo's men. In addition to Kigali, who was performing the ritual, originally Yuki's companions were also fighting the dwarven army. Tear. And footmen too. The battlefield is like a melee, and the format is not optimistic. I know your purpose. It's easy to pull in Veldora as a companion, just pull in me first and then it's easy. That guy does as he pleases and will never obey the orders of his superiors. You don't have to expect negotiations. Take it or leave it. Be clear. Unite into one will for a better world. That's what you said. Is that a world where anyone can live with a smile on their face? What? Even if there is no war, no hunger, but if free will is taken away, doesn't the meaning of living cease? What you are trying to do is an act that deprives humanity of possibilities. Have you thought about this properly? You mean the possibility? This kind of stuff isn't needed. Acknowledging the freedom of mankind, it is likely to go straight to the path of destruction. This act not only detracted from my thoughts, it also went against Guy's expectations. In that case, isn't it only natural to need a manager in order to keep the world from derailing from the right path? To a certain extent I can understand, and do not deny. But is that a world with laughter? Laughter? Saying something naive and stupid. No matter how much sacrifice is made, there is nothing that can be done for lasting peace. There's no need to ask permission one by one in order to guide people who can't understand this. It takes some patience for the great happiness of the future. Indeed, obedience is impossible. You want to do something that I think will only spread more misfortune and I will never agree with it. It's stupid to refuse my offer of help. Stupid is stupid. I mean, why did you become king? Because it looks amazing? Or do you want to enjoy the luxury? Saying something stupid, of course, it's for the people. Don't lie to me. I also consider myself a demon lord for everyone, and wish more people could live with a smile on their faces. Of course, sacrifice is inevitable, but I'm taking pains to reduce it. How can you think like that and be so dry? Rudra? Don't worry, Velgrynd. It's been a long time since I've been so excited. I didn't succeed in convincing him, but it's a shame to eliminate him. It's a bad habit, Rudra. Standing there with Yuki too, I just can't understand your collecting addiction. However, it's a shame we didn't succeed in convincing Demon Lord Rimuru. And the boy, unexpectedly strong. For not listening to me, I wanted to give him a little punishment. But if you want to maintain the parallel existence, you will not be able to feel the power, so let's give it our all. Ho? Can't be convinced? Don't even listen. But it's also like his character. I couldn't help but turn my attention to Velgrynd. Don't worry about Veldora. I didn't expect the invincible Storm Dragon to lose, but the opponent was also a monster beyond imagination. Now that nothing is incredible no matter what happens, I suddenly start to worry. What, are you worried about the kid? Then I hope you promise Rudra. In that case, I won't have to hurt my cute little brother. Velgrynd, again, floated the image into the air. The screen shows a battle with a wounded Veldora, transformed into a dragon pose. One thing I've been meaning to ask is, how did you tame that boy? I'm asking you, how did you get Veldora to submit to you? No, he didn't obey me. I'm friends with Veldora, that's all. Yeah, I don't think so. It's a shame. In that case, I'll show no mercy. That boy, the only thing he has above me is the amount of mana. After saying that, Velgrynd disappeared. I was taken aback and shaken. Velgrynd's parallel existence, while close to invincible, has a drawback. That is, the depletion of the amount of magicules. By eliminating parallel existence, one by one, you can consume the split mana. Magicules don't recover right away and in general can weaken an opponent. The image floating in the air, as Tesstarossa their rival Velgrynd also disappeared. The demoness trio also fought so hard for time that it ended up being for naught. I feel that this is not good. The power of Velgrynd exceeded my expectations. Seeing through our thoughts and using them as if to mock us. Do you care? Then, after this battle is over, another chance will be given. Realize how stupid you are, and your heart will change. I'm not willing, but I can't do anything about it now. Velgrynd had disappeared and perhaps it was time to take down Rudra, but for some reason there was a bad feeling about it. So, I decided to witness the battle of Veldora to the end. In the second screen left by Velgrynd, the Crimson Dragon roars. The battle of the century between the dragon races, which intensified.